contre la violence. Et nous sommes très heureux d'être parvenus à cet accord qui sauve la Gambie, le peuple gambien, et qui sauve la paix.
Quels sont les termes de l'accord?
Les termes de l'accord seront diffusés de toutes les façons. L'essentiel, c'est que le président Jammeh cède le pouvoir. Il a fait son discours. Et nous sommes parvenus à un accord qui sauve le pays et qui garantit la paix au niveau de la République de Gambie et qui assure la sécurité, la dignité et l'honneur pour le président sortant.
Le président sortant, il va rester ici
Le président sortant va voyager dès que les conditions seront réunies. Très bientôt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jammeh will leave and we have reached an accord, Mauritanian President Mohamed Ould Abdelaziz tells local and international journalists shortly before flying out of Banjul for Nouakchott after a day of intense diplomatic maneuvers in Banjul. This is Special News and I am Abdullah Baji. It is a day like no other in the history of the Gambia as people waited in bated breath to receive news of a lifetime, an end to a political impasse which took this beautiful land of ours to the brink. It took the intervention of two heads of states from the region and the United Nations Secretary General's point man in the region to broker a peaceful settlement. Abubakar Senghor saw them upon their arrival and he starts our special coverage.
After hours of waiting, the Mauritanian presidential jet flew into Banjul at midday, perhaps the most important aeroplane to have landed at this airport in recent history. The plane carrying two heads of state whose brief was simple: to close a chapter on the Gambia's political impasse. Presidents Alpha Condé and Mohamed Ould Abdelaziz arrived together aboard the Mauritanian presidential jet. They were preceded by the arrival of the United Nations West Africa Bureau Chief Mohamed Ibn Chambers. When they left, the delegation drove off to the State House for crucial talks as the country holds its collective breath, hoping to receive one positive news to put an end to what was a troubling few days for this tiny paradise and her people. The story of this difficult chapter in the country's history will be a narrative that will continue to capture the headlines. Citizens, too, will hope it will not take any longer to get back to normal life. The JRTS News is Abubakar Senghor.
It took the leaders hours to work out an agreement to end what was a frustrating impasse, but not after rounds of closed-door discussions in the gated confines of the State House. When they emerged, the message was clear. Gambia will never trudge the path taken by other nations. The visiting leaders spoke glowingly about the Gambia's resolve to settle a difficult issue with majority.
Je suis très ému de la dignité et vraiment du sens d'honneur de son pays dont le président a fait preuve. Ce n'est pas facile.
The President is very moved by the dignity shown by His Excellency Jammeh. His address today to the people showed that it's a statement, and the President is very proud for what he has done for Gambia and the work and the progress made under his leadership. And once again, he said the situation, there was no bloodshed, but showing that it's a true statement, and he's very, very proud of His Excellency.
Et je suis très touché, je suis très reconnaissant. Et je ne l'oublierai jamais.
The United Nations Special Representative for West Africa has been in and out of the country from the onset and was thankful to all the stakeholders who worked hard to end the political stalemate. Ibn Chambers spoke to our Etienne Silva.
privileged to be part of this historic moment. As President Jammeh has said, we want to express our appreciation to President Alpha Condé of Guinea and President Mohamed Abdelaziz of Mauritania, who have risen to the occasion, to this moment, and have worked with their brother, President Jammeh, to prevent the situation in the Gambia from worsening. President Jammeh has demonstrated a sense of patriotism and love for his country. As he has said, anyone who will watch suffering come to his country, death and agony come to his country, cannot be considered a patriot or a nationalist. And as President and Commander-in-Chief of this country for 22 years, he has made his contribution to build the Gambia, and it will not be for him to watch what he has helped to build be destroyed. So the Secretary General of the United Nations appreciates very much this gesture on his part. He, together with the chair of ECOWAS, Madam Ellen Johnson, and the chair of the African Union, President Idris Deby, will be issuing a statement tomorrow to commend this very statesmanlike action on the part of President Jammeh, which is going to prevent the Gambia joining so many other countries in Africa which are known for conflict. We appreciate that Gambia will continue to be a country of peace and security and stability, so that this country will continue to prosper. Thank you very much.
And on a day he bid farewell to a nation he led for 22 years, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh spoke of his immense pride in leading the nation as president. I am truly and sincerely proud to have been of service to you and our noble nation, he said.
22 years, and I'm grateful to the Gambian people. All what I've wished for, pray to the Almighty Allah for the 22 years, Allah has given it to me. Now, Allah has decided that this is the end of my term. And as I said before, Allah tests your belief, your faith in Him. Sometimes something is wrong, it is very wrong, but that's your faith. Allah is testing your faith. Sometimes something is right, you think it's very right, and it's wrong, still Allah is testing your faith. Allah says in the Quran that when you are happy, because only God makes you happy. Whatever Allah gives you and is very good and you are happy, pray to thank the Almighty Allah and continue to pray. But when you are also inflicted by something that you are not happy with, don't move away from Allah, but thank Allah, because He is testing you. They came because today I know who are my best friends, my true friends. As I used to say before, how many days he did not sleep. I don't want to keep it long, but I want to thank him, because from the beginning of this crisis, he stood by the truth. Not necessarily the Gambia, but he stood by the truth.
With those words, a nation and her people set on course a new chapter of unity and peaceful coexistence under a new dispensation after the December 1st presidential polls. Watch more on our special programs on these developing stories this morning, including a special discussion on the way forward for the new Gambia. I am Abdullah Baji. Thanks, and do have a pleasant morning.